Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. The give is to Elliott. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill. Kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score.
But I think the ball's out. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
There you go. Flying in. 45. Now watch one. 26.
Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this is now a one-point game. So that one will be accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Calvin Ridley, 26 yards, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaching.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 82 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got some space here. Julio Jones all alone. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 74 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Complete to Ego Smith. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Heading back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 40. Flight 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Spins by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Kill. 47. Slam. Any weapon.
Again to Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. 59. Let's go. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Prescott now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready? 5:25. 54. 54. Hey, free players. 5:25.
On first down, Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 83 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54 Mike. Check. Watch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, complete to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Freeman again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's checking.
Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular effect.
Ladies. Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Sub